Assalamualaikum and good evening. You're now with me, Yusuf Shukri for TVS Nightline. We begin with this news. Sarawak has lost one of its finest daughters with the passing of economist and academic professor Datuk Dr. Madeline Burma today, says Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Oping. Office of the Premier of Sarawak in a statement today states Madeline, who was a member of the Sarawak Economic Action Council SEAC, has contributed her expertise to ensure a sound economic future for Sarawak. On behalf of SEAC, Abang Johari expresses his deepest condolences to the family of Madeline, while also reaffirming her contributions in developing Sarawak's 2030 post-COVID-19 development strategy. Madeline passed away at the age of 67 at her residence in Bandar Baru Bangi at 11:30 a.m. today. And her nephew, Basil Clifton Calvert, says her body would be brought back to Kampung Sulkandis, Kuching for funeral arrangements. Now, Sarawak's achievement in earning a Guinness World Recognition stands as a powerful branding asset, firmly establishing the state as a premier destination on the global tourism map. Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, highlighted that this significant milestone underscores Sarawak's commitment to exploring innovative and exceptional strategies to promote its tourism sector in anticipation of Visit Malaysia, year 2026. He further adds that the Gateway to Sarawak project, which achieved the longest GPS journey by drone relay record, will significantly enhance the region's tourism storytelling capabilities through digital and visual methods. Previously, it was reported that Guinness will officially announce the Gateway to Sarawak Guinness World Record during the 2026 countdown event at Kuching Waterfront on December 31st. This announcement is expected to be one of the highlights of the celebration organised by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak. From shifts in national policy to landmark local budgets, 2025 emerged as a defining year for Sarawak. A year where decisions made in meeting rooms, cabinet sessions and legislative halls ripple far beyond paperwork and press statements. These decisions touch daily life, from the cost of essential goods and travel connectivity to major investments in infrastructure, education and social welfare. Tonight, we look back at some of the key announcements and turning points of 2025, including changes to subsidies, developments in aviation connectivity and bold state spending plans, all of which are shaping Sarawak's economic direction and social landscape for years to come.
Sarawak, with its vast distances and reliance on road and river transport, the impact was immediate. While intended to be fiscally prudent, it raised the cost of goods and mobility for many, especially in rural and logistics sectors, sparking debate about the fairness of a one-size-fits-all national policy. The federal government has saved 800 million ringgit since the implementation of the Budi 95 program beginning September 30th.
These savings are not kept by the government but returned directly to the people. Every ringgit saved is used for stronger infrastructure and the well-being of the rakyat.
2025 marked a milestone for Sarawak's aviation landscape with the introduction of Air Borneo, a state-owned airline designed to strengthen regional connectivity and improve air accessibility for the people of Borneo.
Is it true that you are going to have a new airline? Yes, starting next month. Menteri Lok ada siapa? Menteri Transport. And then they have agreed for us to have jet operation, and we want to fly to Singapore.
The move is aimed at addressing long-standing challenges faced by rural communities, particularly in terms of flight frequency, affordability and reliability, with a focus on short-haul and rural air services. As a state-owned airline takes shape, demand is growing for technically trained workers, from aircraft maintenance technicians and ground handling crew to avionics specialists, safety officers and operations support staff.
One of the most talked about features of Sarawak Budget 2026 is the free tertiary education scheme, a historic move aimed at breaking down financial barriers on higher education among Sarawakians. To ensure its sustainability, the Sarawak government has allocated 250 million ringgit from 2026 onwards to fund the initiative.
Kaya juga dengan ilmu pengetahuan. Belajarlah sungguh-sungguh.
Under the scheme, the state has allocated 250 million ringgit to cover full tuition for undergraduate studies at Sarawak-owned universities, namely Swinburne University of Technology Sarawak campus in Kuching, Curtin University Malaysia in Miri, the University of Technology Sarawak UTS in Cebu, and ICATS University College in Kuching.
With the current proposal of free tertiary educations focusing on STEM courses, this is one of the very noble initiatives to ensure that Sarawak continue to grow, especially in terms of embracing technology and innovations.
64 degree programs across fields such as science, technology, engineering, mathematics, arts, finance and law are being offered, most of it to fit the skills Sarawak needs in its modern economy. As 2025 comes to an end, the Higher Education Initiative stands out as one of the most important milestones and key investments in Sarawak, empowering younger generations to lead Sarawak on decades ahead. As we conclude this year, the story does not end here. Join us tomorrow night as we continue on more key milestones, major turning points for Sarawak, and of course, decades ahead. I'm Shoshmato. Until next time.
On to our next update. The early days of January are set to bring severe weather to Sarawak, with the expected northeast monsoon surge bringing continuous heavy rainfall, strong winds and rough seas. Director of Met Malaysia Sarawak, Khairul Najib, warns that the surge from January 1st to January 5th, 2026 could significantly disrupt daily activities, particularly in low-lying, rural and coastal areas, as well as impact the maritime sector.
Seperti mana yang sedia maklum, negara sedang mengharungi monsun timur laut. Berdasarkan kepada data-data terkini model-model ramalan cuaca, deruan monsun dijangka memasuki rantau negara bermula 1 Januari hingga 5 Januari 2026 dan keadaan ini berpotensi membawa hujan yang signifikan di Sarawak dan ianya berserta angin kencang dan laut bergelora.
He assures that Met Malaysia will continue to increase weather monitoring in Sarawak and issue warnings for continuous heavy rain if dangerous weather conditions are detected. Khairul also advises residents, especially those living in flood-prone areas, coastal zones and those involved in maritime activities, to remain alert and take necessary precautions during this period. The public is also urged to regularly check Met Malaysia's official website at www.met.gov.my, follow its official social media accounts and download the My Cuaca app for up-to-date and accurate weather information. The Petronas Youth Football Champions League 2025 PYFCL 2025, and now on its third day, continues to make strong progress despite the challenges posed by unpredictable weather. Head coach of Kuching City FC, Firdaus Morshidi, assures that the frequent December rain has not disrupted the tournament, as organisers had already put in place an alternative plan well in advance.
Cuma ada sikit kekurangan cuaca. Biasalah bulan Disember tu selalu hujan juga. Tapi Petronas ada plan B bila padang contohnya Stadium Sarawak ada teruk sikit, dan saya tukar venue pergi ke Padang D, ada plan B. Kami sakato berjalan lancar.
Firdaus describes the tournament as a crucial platform for developing young players, noting that many are showing discipline and strong team spirit, reflecting the positive growth of grassroots football in Sarawak.
Melihat players yang ada bakat-bakat tu, kita nak ketengahkan lagi lepas tu, and then untuk future football di dalam Sarawak lah. And then harapan kami juga, of course kita mau kejuaraan tu berterusan. every year. Sebab bagi kami it's very good way lah untuk perjalanan bola sepak di Sarawak tu lah.
PYFCL 2025 runs from December 28th to January 3rd, 2026 at State Stadium and Sarawak Stadium, gathering the best teams from the Petronas Youth Football Close Tournament 2025. Now, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim affirms the Madani government operates with strong, sincere cooperation, free from sabotage or betrayal. He contrasts this with political alliances facing leadership crisis and expresses gratitude for the unity within his government, highlighting the absence of internal conflict.
Syukur Alhamdulillah kerana muafakat kerajaan perpaduan Madani itu lebih mantap, lebih ikhlas dan tidak ada usaha sabotaj, khianat seperti yang berlaku di kalangan rakan-rakan lain.
His comments come amid turmoil within the Perikatan Nasional PN coalition, including the resignation of Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin as PN chairman, effective January 1st, 2026, followed by the departures of key leaders like Datuk Sri Muhammad Azmin Ali and Datuk Dr. Saharuddin Jamal. Leadership transitions within PN, he adds, are expected to unfold in the coming days. Now, Malaysia's position is to help mediate and ensure the cessation of hostilities in the Thailand and Cambodia border issue. The Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim says the decision is entirely up to the Thais and the Cambodians, and he quote, "We Malaysians don't decide," as a response to a question during a press conference earlier today. Now, criticism leveled against Malaysia, he adds, was purely based on ignorance and prejudice.
Because any decision, be it KL Accord, the border meetings, general border meetings, and meetings between coordinated by our foreign minister, myself, and with the coordination president Donald Trump, and now with foreign minister Wang Yi, all are done consistent with the KL Accord and with the understanding and full participation and finally full agreement by both countries.
According to Anwar, he has consistently taken a very reserved and also cautious approach in discussing the matter with both Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul and Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet. Additionally, he informs that Malaysia's Chief of Armed Forces, Datuk Muhammad Nizam Jaafar, as well as Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Hassan, are in touch with their counterparts in Cambodia and Thailand. Earlier at the press conference, Anwar says he warmly welcomed the agreement by Cambodia and Thailand to consolidate their ceasefire through direct talks held in China. The swift transition from a cessation of hostilities to structured follow-up discussions reflects a determination to prevent relapse and to stabilize the situation on a more durable footing. During the same conference, Anwar strongly rejected Israel's recognition of Somaliland as a state. He saw through what Benjamin Netanyahu is planning to relocate displaced Palestinians who were forced to live in dire situations following Israel's inhuman attacks. This decision also goes in tandem with 21 other countries, including the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (OIC), condemning the move as it violates international law and threatens regional stability.
We express our categorical opposition to any attempt to use Somaliland or any other territory as a destination for the forcible transfer or displacement of the Palestinian people from Gaza. Such notions are totally and wholly unacceptable, violate international law and humanitarian principles, and would further perpetuate injustice rather than contribute to peace. We reject all actions that undermine the international legal order.
On Gaza, Anwar states that recent discussions held in Florida were focused on peace deals that will effectively cease any form of aggressions from repeating. Israel will be held responsible for its actions under the international law. Get all the updates you need all in one app. TVS Inspire brings you live updates on events, news and programs, available now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. TVS Inspire, world on your screen anytime, anywhere. And those are the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Yusuf Shukri. Thank you for watching. Good night and Assalamualaikum.